Okay, here's a video on how to install our pre-wired solderless pickguards. First, you remove the screws from the outer section of the pickguard, and then you can flip the pickguard over. Now this is a very old guitar. It's got some cheap electronics. You'll see the pots are small. It's got a cheap switch. This is our pre-wired pickguards. They've got the full-size potentiometers, not the small ones. And then it's also got a vintage style selector switch. This pickguard's also got neat wiring. Everything is tied together, unlike this one here. So you start off by finding the two ground wires. There's normally one that goes to the tremolo claw at the back, and then there's one that comes from the output jack. They will normally be soldered to the top of your volume pot. So you can cut those two off, and then also there's a hot wire that comes from your output jack. So in total there's 3 wires that you need to cut. Cut them as close to the pot as possible, and that's your pickguard that you can keep. Maybe one day you want to sell the guitar and put the original pickguard back in. Okay, so you strip the ends of the wires. You can use a wire cutter or a wire stripper. Then you're going to twist the 2 black wires together, or the 2 ground wires, whatever color they are on your guitar. There might be 3 ground wires because sometimes they put a ground into the body. It all depends on the guitar, but normally there's 2, one from the output jack and one from the tremolo claw. But if there are 3, just put all the ground wires together. You can twist them, and then I just twist the hot from the jack, just so it's easier to install on the connector. Now it's also worth noting that not all guitars are the same. They aren't all made the same, they don't have the same specifications. Sometimes the screw holes don't line up, so you might need to modify it or just plug the screw holes with toothpicks and then rescrew. Alright, so now you'll see it will be marked which is the ground. It will be black. There will be a black dot on the connector, but it's on the far right of the volume pot if a pickguard is facing this way. So you just screw the grounds in. If there's 2 wires, combine the 2 wires together. If there's 3, combine all 3 together. All your grounds go to one place. That's on the right hand side of the connector. And then your hot goes on the left hand side. And that's pretty much it. That's all you need to do. You just connect these 2 wires and everything's good to go. Just make sure you screw down nice and tightly. You can give a tug on the wires when you're done, just to make sure they are secure inside the connector. And then you're done. Turn the pickguard around, put it back on the body, and screw it in. Now you'll notice this pickguard wasn't fitting properly. The reason was there's a piece of wood. When they routed the body, there was a section that wasn't routed properly. So there was a piece of wood that was sticking up right where the switch must go. So it was obviously, with the smaller switch it didn't matter, but with this switch it was blocking the pickguard from going down. That's a closer look at the piece of wood that was stuck at the bottom. So I had to chisel it out, and then after that I just took the neck off the body of the guitar as well, so that I could really get a proper fit and get all the screw holes to line up. And I also wanted to put a shim in the neck. So there we go, that's it.